Yes, ma'am. Okay, before giving this mic to your in charge, ma'am, Sandhya madam, I would like to wish you best of luck. Thank you, ma'am. Show your best. Yes, ma'am. And try to win your part. Yes, sir. Thank you.
गुड मॉर्निंग एवरीवन।
Good morning, ma'am.
यहाँ पर सबको पता है अपना टॉपिक क्या है?
Yes, ma'am.
क्या?
India.
ठीक है, आप लोग प्रिपेयर हैं?
Yes, ma'am.
बेस्ट ऑफ लक ऑल ऑफ यू।
Thank you.
स्वाति मैम, दीपिका मैम एंड जितेश सर, प्लीज हैव अ सीट।
A very warm and gracious good morning to all the respected teachers, respected managers, sir, principal ma'am, and all my dear friends. As I'm very glad to say that our school is conducting debate competition. I am Shreya Mishra from class 9A and today I'm going to tell you something about India. What I will say about India? India has the biggest constitution in the world. India is a diversity country. India is the seventh largest by population and seventh largest by population and second largest by land. Sorry. India is the seventh largest by land and second largest by population. India is a diversity country. The culture of our India is so amazing. There are so many different types of festivals in our India. Can I start?
All the respected teachers and teachers. So I'm here with some girls and boys of class 9 and 10, and our school is conducting a very beautiful debate about the topic India versus other countries. So what can I say about India? India is such an amazing country. It's the largest democratic republic country and has the largest constitution. India has various types of religions, all 6 types of religion. All the religions are followed here, like Buddhism, Sikhs, Christianity, and Hinduism. All religions are followed, and the rest of the country only followed like Buddhism and some religions which are also originated from India. I want to say that India is a very huge culture. India is very rich in diversity, and our nation is like a tree, of which the original trunk is Swaraj, and its branches are Swadesh and Vaibhav. I want to say that India is a very incredible country. It's a unique country because of its food cuisines and because of its culture, because of its monuments, which has the Taj Mahal, which is one of the 7 wonders. So I think we will go from here.
Good morning to respected director sir, respected principal ma'am, respected jury members, all the teachers and my dear friends present here. I am Shimansh Dubey from class 10B and I am from the against party. So I agree with both of you that India is a vast country in terms of area and population. It has a rich culture and diversity and all. But coming to the point, my question is this: do we have an appropriate political and administrative system to run the country in the required and a perfect manner?
My name is Harsh Shukla from class 9B, and the opposition had said that how we handle our administrative service. In India is a vast country and there is a democratic country. India is a democratic. In India there is multi-party elections and every party elect and send their representatives, and we have a large population and we are capable of dealing with our administration and service. And in our country there is a election and elected members. In our country there is many party ruling, not like the other countries like China, Mexico. In there is a one party rule and there is a monarchy and dictatorship. But we are capable of India has the longest and finest handwritten constitution, and that's why constitution is necessary, because in our country everything is going by rule and everything is done by rule that has written in the constitution, and it is a very powerful and it is a very proudful moment for us, because India is the only constitution which after the 70 years is not. I have accepted there is amendments in the constitution, but this is not the usual thing that our constitution after 70 years is the useful and biggest constitution in India, and we.
For your kind information, I want. Good morning, everyone. My name is Ashutosh Singh, and I am here to counter his points. So he has said that India has the largest democracy and many more things. But for his kind information, I want to say that India was at the 21st position in democracy. But in recent years, it was slipped to 42nd and 52nd position. 52nd position, and this was because of the conservatism followed by the democratic leaders in India. I have the report from Times of India that India has slipped to 52nd rank in democracy. This is because there is democracy on the basis of religion, rise of conservatism, religious ideologies, increase in violation against minorities. In recent years, we have saw many democratic leaders that are against Muslims, and they are doing many wrong things. So, in recently, our constitution has passed the Citizenship Amendment Act. Our constitution has passed the Citizenship Amendment Act. According to this, the peoples of Buddhism, Christians, and many other religions, except Muslims, can enter India, and they have been given the citizenship. But
Also, my question was that we are not having that good political and administrative system. The corruption is increasing day by day. According to global corruption perception index, India was on 80th position in 2019, but in 2020, India slipped on 86th position. And day by day, and according to the time is going off, we are slipping downward and downward. We are not improving anything in our corruption rates.
So good morning again, and the opposition had said that corruption is going by day in our country. Yes, first of all, I want to say that in our country, our media, our newspaper, and all the things and magazines are independent. In most of the countries, these are not independent. In China, there is China killed the total number of killing in all the country is equal to the China's killing is greater than all the countries in the world, because our constitution is seen in all over the world, because we have the media free, we have constitution, and media is not in Article 1890 it is written that India is free to exercise their expression, to view their views, and in many countries like China there is a monarchy, one party rule, so that the media is not able to express their views against the government, because the government will punish them and kill them. That's why our country is saying that independence, record, because we have the independent system, and we are working on them in the corruption, and there is no country in the world which do not have any crimes and killings. Thank you.
you have said that Indian media was very freedom. It has many freedom, but according to I am giving you facts. You are talking about only the philosophical things, but according to the fact, Indian World Press Freedom report was given that India has 138th position in 180 countries in in the matter of freedom given to the Indian media, press freedom, and
So, what you said was that Indian media is free. Actually, it is not free. If you have read in your civics book, then you know that Indian media is biased. It is party based. See, I am not saying that Indian media is the only one free, or Chinese media is the only one that is not free. Many medias are not free and many medias are free. But in India, that is more than what is needed. Many parties have controlled media. Medias have manipulated us. That is done in every state, that is done in every country. But in India, that is much more than needed.
Answer only to this question. One by one एक कीजिएगा. Yes, point का answer कीजिए. Counter करके question है.
आवाज आ रही है ऐसे पकड़ो.
नहीं counter पहले आप लेकर के
आवाज में देखो ना पकड़ो.
See, you were asking one question. So my question is, you were saying that Indian media has freedom. So what you said that freedom is helping in development of our nation?
Every country's media is free, not our countries. And every country's media is free, but our country media is showing the reality, not your countries or other countries. Your country and other countries' reality is hidden by media, not our country. We show the reality of the world, not only our country. Okay, so that's the point that you are saying that our media is manipulating us. Not our media is manipulating us or you. Our media is showing us the reality. Okay.
for your kind information, I want to say that our media was actually not raising the reality. I am giving you the fact that the 50 debates held on ABP News. In 12 debates, they praised the work done by our PM Narendra Modi, and in 15 debates, they used to criticize their opposition, and only one debate they raised the Kerala flood. So they are not raising the factual points and the points that will benefit India. They will only gaining the TRP by against one public viewers. So I want to raise the issue of economy in India. In recent years, the Indian economy was fell like -7.3%, and at that days, 40 billion growth, including Mukesh Ambani. So Indian democracy was falling day by day.
I want to tell you about the Indian economy. As of survey, the Indian economy will grow in 2050 at the position of third. And we are trying to improve our economy by providing free jobs and free food and jobs and working laborers to work them and increase our economy. We are also developing our trading systems and trying to improve in online money and Bitcoin currency prices.
Do not want to invest about R&D sector in anything. They know very well how to invest in campus and more things which are not, and many monies do not provided to the ISRO and many R&D centers. And according to news of 2018, the Hyperloop plant was cancelled in Maharashtra, which was done in Mumbai, because the government said that they do not have more money to invest in that. And Hyperloop mission have many potential to success, and it can change the world. And you can see in Saudi Arabia, the Hyperloop mission is successfully launched, and it can travel in 500 187 kilometers per hour.
What you told, that was right, that many schemes and many these are regulated and these are adopted by us. That is done by every country. Our question is, are these schemes followed and implemented to their full potential?
Yes, these are followed, and for this there are various programs which have been introduced, and awareness is being spread in every state of India, and in only India there is such a unity in diversity, and in other countries there are means majority of any one religion, any one culture. But India has unity despite of the diversity, and it means there are various countries who throw out poor people away from their country in order to prove that they are rich. But India does not do that. So my question is that why these countries are doing so, and if they are doing so, they are considering themselves rich. Is it correct to do so?
See, first of all, in the topic of economy, there is no need to introduce unity and diversity. There is no relation between economy and unity and diversity in India or any other country.
See what you told, that the poor people and those are excavated out. That is only in the majority of Middle East countries. That is not in
सौभाग्य है कि आपके विद्यालय में आया। अभी 2 महीने पहले मैं इस जनपद में कार्यभार ग्रहण किया। क्योंकि यह विद्यालय, जिनका मैं बहुत ज़्यादा सम्मान करता हूँ, चंद्रभूषण सिंह सर का, उनका विद्यालय है, तो उन्होंने बताया। तो मैंने संजय से संपर्क किया कि संजय एक बार मैं स्कूल में आकर देखना चाहता हूँ कि स्कूल की क्या स्थिति है। जब भी मैं सर के साथ बैठता था तो बहुत लंबा डिस्कशन होता था स्कूल के बारे में और चीज़ों के बारे में। तो उन्होंने मुझसे कहा था जब कभी थकाव पड़ जाओ तो देख करके आना कि हमने विद्यालय क्या बनाया है। सचमुच यहाँ बहुत अच्छा विद्यालय आपने बनाया और यहाँ के बच्चे बहुत अच्छे हैं। मैं ज़्यादा समय नहीं लूँगा। जो टॉपिक्स आपने रखा है बहुत अच्छा टॉपिक है। पक्ष और विपक्ष दोनों अपनी अपनी बातों को रख रहे हैं, देख करके अच्छा लग रहा है। आज 2 अक्टूबर है, 2 महान विभूतियों का जन्म दिवस है, महात्मा गांधी जी और लाल बहादुर शास्त्री जी का। और दोनों ने भारत के बारे में सोचा। उन्होंने कभी भी अपने बारे में नहीं सोचा। और आज इस स्कूल में आप दोनों पक्ष विपक्ष बैठ करके भारत के बारे में सोच रहे हैं। इससे अच्छी उपलब्धि आज के दिन